guys, what's going on? I'm Aisha, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about my new snug piercing. If you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I have already had a snug piercing done before, and it was a disaster, like a complete disaster. It swelled so much, the bar was way too short, and I was in agony. And essentially this time, same thing happened, but not because of the piercer. I guess my body just really wants to swell when I get this piercing. So I got my snug pierced 2 weeks ago, exactly 2 weeks ago today actually, and I went to Eclipse in Camden. If you've been to Camden, you'll know that there are loads of piercing and tattoo shops there, but I chose to go to Eclipse because I've heard good things about them and it seemed like the most trustworthy place because I know a couple of those places aren't the best. But I was in Camden, I wanted to get my snug pierced. I'd already tried to do it myself and failed because I couldn't really see what I was doing in the mirror. So I thought, right, I'm gonna go get someone else to do it, and I was in Camden, so I thought, fuck it, let me get it. For those of you who don't know what Camden is just a place in North London, and there's quite a lot of piercing and tattoo shops. There's a market, it's quite a cool place. I used to go there all the time when I first moved here, but I live a bit further away now, so I only really go there to meet up with people. I've not actually been pierced there before, and a couple of the shops do look a little bit dodgy, but I seem to have picked a good one because Alex at Eclipse was amazing. Now, I did tell Alex that I was a body piercer, but in my opinion he didn't do anything different to what he would do with a normal customer. The only thing he did do is he gave me a few piercing tips for my own customers, and to be honest I just thought that was really nice. So yeah, I was really impressed with the piercing experience overall, and the placement of my piercing and all of that kind of stuff. I was really impressed. But the story doesn't end there. So last time I got my snug pierced, I got it pierced with an 8mm curved barbell, and it swelled so much. Snug piercings tend to swell a lot, and 8mm was nowhere near big enough to accommodate that swelling. But as I said in the video about my first snug piercing, I didn't go to a place I'd researched. It was just somewhere near where I'd moved. I'd only just moved at that point, and I've never been back there. But when I got my snug pierced this time, he put an 11mm curved barbell in my ear, and it was fine for a couple of days, but eventually the swelling got too much and it started to really hurt. Like, this side of my head was hurting, my ear was throbbing, it hurt like all down here, and I was in agony. So I got it pierced on a Thursday, and on the Sunday, this is when I was in agony. And I was starting a new piercing job on Monday, so I've now left Exotica, little note there. But yeah, so on the Sunday I was in agony, new job on the Monday, and I phoned up and Alex wasn't in, and I panicked. I was like, great, like I'm a bit cautious of like having someone else touch my ear when I'm in so much pain. Like, I wasn't sure what the other piercer was like. But I went there and it was all good because the other piercer turned out to be the lovely Delilah, who actually trained Alex, and she was amazing. Like, she didn't have a bar big enough for the swelling, which I'm not surprised because even I only have like micro curved barbells up to 12mm. So like, I completely understood that, but I knew that I could not change this myself. I cannot inflict that pain on myself. Like, I just can't do that. Even piercing myself, like I really psyched myself up for it, and it was quite like hard to inflict pain on myself. But it was fine. It's just like, when I'd done it, it was wonky because I couldn't really see what I was doing. So like, I would have carried on with it if it was how I wanted. Anyway, so she didn't have a bar big enough, but what she did is she got me a circular barbell and she opened it a little bit with ring opening pliers. I don't have mine with me as they're at work, but they are basically just pliers that work in the opposite way. So you squeeze them and the things open like this. So she opened it a little bit and put it in my ear. Now, she told me before she did this that it was gonna hurt, and like, she really warned me that it was gonna be quite painful. I was already like, I felt like I was gonna faint, and I rarely feel faint, but this pain was the worst pain I've ever felt. Like, I've not given birth, but I'm sure it's up there somewhere. Like, I have never been in so much pain. Like, as I said, the whole side of my head hurt, like all down my neck. And the thing is, I just didn't want to take it out because I really wanted this piercing and I did not want to go through this again. And I felt like if I took it out and got it redone, the same thing would happen. She got me ready to put this open circular barbell in, you know, the horseshoe type earring. And it was the worst pain I've ever felt. Like, even afterwards, my ear, like, I felt the release of pressure immediately, like from the bar that was too small. Getting that in there when my ear was so swollen, like, it was unbelievably painful, but she did it like as quickly as she could. Like, this is obviously in no way her fault, and I want to make sure that you guys know that what has happened to my ear in this video is in no way any of the piercers mentioned's fault. They were both fantastic. So she's putting this barbell in and it really hurt, and my ear was really swollen. At the moment I've still got the horseshoe in. The swelling has gone down a lot, but I'm going to call them up later to see if they've ordered that longer bar they said they'd ordered for me. So hopefully they have, and I can go get that swapped out today, because the horseshoe is great in terms of like, it's not too small, but it moves a lot and it's very in the way, like it sticks out. When I have the like proper jewellery in, like a curved barbell, I think it will feel a lot better. It already feels a lot better. Like, my ear is still a little swollen. Bear in mind, it's been 2 weeks, like it's not been that long for it to kind of heal, but it doesn't actually hurt. Like, the openings hurt, each piercing hole hurts like a little bit, like when it's being touched or moved or I catch it, but my actual ear itself, like right now, it's fine. To me that is amazing, because on that Sunday when I went back to the store, I was just like, I honestly felt like my ear would never be the same again. But I'm actually really happy with it. I'm really happy with where it is, because basically my first ear piercing that wasn't a lobe was my double helix, and at this point when I got it I had 2 lobes, and then I got a 3rd lobe and a midi. But it annoyed me that I had 2 piercings above my midi and 3 below it. So my snug is between my double helix and my midi. So I really love the placement. I'm really happy with the piercing, but I just had to tell you guys about the experience. So that's all from me in this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you check out wholeheartedlondon.com for your jewellery needs. And if you find something you like, make sure you use the code YouTube at the checkout for 10% off. That's all from me today, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.